Hey guys, how's it going? The Honest Rebellion here, and welcome back to another video. Now, you can probably tell from the title and the thumbnail that this is not going to be what I normally do. So this is going to be a comparison between the UMC22 by Behringer and a Sabrent USB audio interface thing, which is pretty atrocious, but it's been getting me through my videos. So a good friend lent me this. Thank you, Will, if you do see this. Lent me the audio interface for this video, the Behringer one, because he just got it. I am borrowing it for the night, essentially. And let's just see how well it does against my other one. Now, I do have an EQ on SteelSeries Sonar, but that is all. It's going to be on both of them. So, right now I'm using the Behringer audio interface, and let's just see what the difference is. Now, my other one usually has a bit of gain put on it and a bunch of other things, but I'm going to, for this video, I'm only going to leave the EQ on SteelSeries Sonar. That is it. No other EQs, because my other one has about 4, and no gain or anything, just to see how quiet it is compared and how little control you actually get over it. So I'm going to quickly switch, and I will see you in a second. And now I've switched to my USB audio device. So the difference is probably quite something. I need to actually check if my filters aren't on. So this is literally just it. Now, it isn't as bad because it's got automatic gain control, which I do have on. I just actually need to check that I actually switched it. Yes, I did. It's coming through SteelSeries Sonar, which is boosting it up a decent little bit. So probably the main difference is the cost. I think I got mine for about £6 compared to the Behringer being about 40. So you can actually use it without an audio interface completely, which I am probably going to show here just as another little comparison. But be warned, it sounds probably a lot worse than this one, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. This one sounds probably atrocious. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm going to hear it later. I did have to boost it up by 10 decibels because it was just so loud. Sorry, because it was so quiet it wasn't even registering. I'm having to pull back decibels right now because it's going way over the top, but it wouldn't pick up otherwise. So I'm actually going to switch back to the audio interface now because I don't want your ears to bleed. Okay, so just before we go back into the video, I've just figured out I cannot actually do BRoll because I'm awful at it, and when I just tried to do it just then, I was speaking, but I had unplugged both the audio interfaces, and I can't use that, so here. Let's just turn that on. So here is the Sabrent Rocket. Not the Sabrent Rocket, just the Sabrent. It has 2 plugs, so you can also plug audio into the bottom and a mic in top, which is what I have been doing. And it is just a simple USB. And that's it. And you will probably hear me in voiceover showing off the Behringer, so let's just quickly show off that one. The case of the Behringer is very nice metal. The front of it is glossy. There is an XLR instrument with gain knobs for both, and a headphone with an output for that. The back of it has a 48-volt phantom power supply switch. Okay, and so now comes the wrap-up for this video. So, all in all, it is a lot better. Even without me hearing, I already know what the results are going to be. Get yourself a decent audio interface for an XLR mic. I would arguably put more thought into the audio interface than the mic. You can easily get a Behringer C1, which my friend who lent me the audio interface uses, which sounds very good with the UMC22. I'm using the pod mic, but I should have probably got an audio interface first, but because I'm an idiot, I didn't, and this is just a warning video. Do not use it without an audio interface, or even with a tiny one. You're probably going to see the BRoll versions, and you'll see the difference, but please do yourself a favour and get yourself an audio interface and some decent cables. My cable is awful. It's by Newer, it's from my old mic, but please do yourself a favour, get yourself some decent cables and a decent audio interface with a fairly good mic. You can get Behringer C1, I think they're about £30. A Behringer UMC22, like the one that I'm currently using, costs £40. So altogether, that's 68. That's £70. Get yourself a good cable. That's another £6. So for £76, you get a mic, an audio interface, and a decent cable. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to show you some B-roll that you've probably seen throughout the video, so hopefully you enjoyed that, and tell me if it needs any adjustments to doing it. It will probably be with my phone camera, because I'm not going to use my webcam for that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.